Branding is like mind control to your customers. Do it effectively and your restaurant will be their repeated, unconscious choice. Don't believe me? Keep watching and I'll explain how it works. This is episode 3 of the Restaurant Marketing Strategy series, and today, you guessed it, we're talking branding. I mentioned in the last video, which you can watch here, that you want to rank or show up higher in Google for a variety of search terms. These terms are not only crucial for ranking in Google, but also how do you define your restaurant's brand. If you serve pizza, you want to be the first pizza place that pops up into people's mind when people in your area say, "Let's go get pizza." But also, maybe you want your restaurant to be the first place people think of when they're planning a date night, or going to host a book club, or a local fundraiser. Do you want to be your neighborhood's favorite family restaurant? Do you want to be the fanciest? All of your marketing should be centered on filling that spot in your customer's head. If you choose to be the fanciest, you should be the restaurant that pops into people's head every time they want a fancy meal. Coming up with specific words or ideas that you want to market for should give you a more concrete sense of what you're trying to convey in your advertisements. I'm going to show you an awesome free tool you can use to find new terms that you want your brand identified with that your customers are already seeking out. But first, I want you to write down at least 8, shoot for more, but at least 8 things you want your restaurant to be known for. This can be what you do best, something contextual like date night or family night that I mentioned earlier, specialty drinks, specialty food, something like that. Some of you might be thinking, I just want to be known as the best restaurant in my area. Who wouldn't? But that's something to work towards. Before you can be known for a term so broad as the best, you should start with something more specific and something more targeted. Alright, so here's the tool I want to show you. You want to go to Google AdWords and you go here and it looks like you're about to set up an ad campaign you're going to have to pay for, but I promise it's free. So mine looks a little different than yours will if you've never run an AdWords campaign before. So you want to go to the keyword planner. Mine looks a lot different when I first started, but it looks like this, and if you can't find it, Google it. And then once you get there, you search for the terms from your list you just created, and you can see how many people are searching for it. If you live in a smaller area, the data might not be as good. But once you've searched this term, you can scroll down and see other related terms that Google suggests that you might not have thought of. If you don't feel like you're finding any good terms, leave me a comment in the description below and we can work together to find some. If you do find some good ones, maybe share 1 or 2 in the comment section so people in other towns can use similar tactics. So now you're starting to build your brand identity like a real pro. You have to know yourself and what you're specifically trying to portray before you convey anything like that to customers. For a limited time, I will be able to do a free social media and web presence video report card where I check out your business online and point out what you're doing well, what you could be doing better. Just shoot me an email by checking out my website in the description of this video. These have really helped some of my other viewers in the past, so I would definitely recommend it. Don't procrastinate though, because it's the more I get, the harder it is for me to keep up. I look forward to sharing more videos with you in this series, so stay tuned. The next video in this series will be out Sunday.